Welcome to Keeper of Secrets Tarot. I am Gypsy Girl, here to give you another monthly reading for December 2023. This is for Sagittarius. Thank you, Spirit, for protecting the collective, keeping us safe, protecting me and keeping me safe. I thank you for your likes, your subscribes, your shares. Being very quiet today. It seems I've fixed my angle on the camera. I'm trying to, I don't know, I think I'm holding my breath. Maybe that's what some of us are doing for this month. We're waiting and wondering and hoping. Because I'm bringing in that Sagittarius energy. Some of us are quite nervous. What's going on, Sag? What are the special messages for Sagittarius? That just had to come out. What does Sagittarius need to know? Thank you, Spirit, for protecting the collective, keeping me safe, keeping the collective safe, and protecting me and keeping me safe. Seems we have a lot going on for the month of Sagittarius. There it is. It's a question of evolution. We had the new moon in Sagittarius, if I'm not mistaken. And that is supposed to bring in clarity, but it seems like there's a nervousness, feeling a very big ball of nervousness all of a sudden. Well, we'll do one more and we'll see how this works. You know how my layout hasn't changed. It's still the same. First line is all about the viewer. So even if you're not Sagittarius and you're viewing this clip, it's because you're probably dealing with the Sagittarius. Let's see. Make sure my lines are straight. And again, that nervousness, it has to do with the stalemate card that just came up here. Funny, I didn't get any messages. I guess I didn't shuffle. I didn't shuffle enough to get the messages, or they're all going to come out here. So far, so good. Let's see what the second line represents. People you may know, people that you don't know. It's people that you cross. And the third line is the outcome. Looks like I have a winner here from my angle. Let me see. One more look. Yeah, I think I'm seeing most of it. I'll see after. And the third line, as you see here, is the outcome. Ooh, Sagittarius. Oh boy, bringing in the balance. Is that where the nervousness is coming from, Sag? Are we worried? Are we worried about something not bringing in the balance? We have seven of wands down here is at the end. So we have a stalemate, and then we have integrity, the beginning and the end, the first and the last cards. And then we have at the bottom of the deck, we have our Two of Pentacles. And I think that's where I'm getting this nervous feeling. It's a big, big ball of nervousness coming in here. Can't stop saying it. It's trying to relax. Come on, Sagittarius. This is life we're dealing with, and I can see where the nervousness is coming from, because we want to make change. We want to have a new beginning. We want that transparency, and we're worried that we're not getting it. We have an ego. We have leadership. We have stepping up and standing in our integrity. We have wanting to have an offer, either to make the offer or to receive the offer, but there is a stalemate preventing having this offer. It's a choice. We're choosing. We're either blocked from choosing, or we're blocking someone from choosing or making that offer. There's something going on here. Let's see what else we have. We have that passion. Again, blockages in passion. Spirit has us in a stalemate, Sagittarius. We're sitting and wondering, we're thinking, we're hoping, we're reflecting on what we want. We want a new beginning here, is what we're saying to ourselves. Again, this is the viewer. If even you're not a Sagittarius and you're a cross watcher, this is the viewer. Okay, if you are Sagittarius, then your passion, you want to have a new beginning. You're very passionate about that. And again, it is relating to either taking on a leadership role or relinquishing the ego, becoming transparent, or having that ego become transparent to stand up and fight back, take back what was taken. We have the Three of Wands here, so we know that there is patience involved, and the 3 with the 1 become a 4, and that is in itself taking the next step to a marriage, to have integrity, wanting that integrity, wanting to be in a relationship that is worthy. That integrity is everything, but it is a positive end for Sagittarius. So let's see. Again, it's all related to relationship. There is truth that needs to be told, transparency here. Wheel of Fortune is coming in. It could be legal information. Maybe that's the nervousness. For divorce, this is Queen of Swords, usually represents a divorcee. So this wanting to have a relationship, waiting for the choice to be made, waiting for the wheel to turn so that a relationship can take on itself. I won't just sit and look through. I can't see more than relationship. Again, this could be for business, but it doesn't feel like it. It could be a new start in a business. Somebody wants to set forth and create a new business. If it is that the romance is not working, we usually tend to shift towards the work to keep ourselves busy. As Sagittarians go, you're never sitting still for very long. You have that passion. You want to keep moving on, regardless if you're in a relationship or not. We have the Queen of Pentacles here, and she is wanting to bring in that balance, or she is able to bring in that balance, overcoming loss, overcoming a financial loss, overcoming an emotional loss, seeing that everything that she's invested in has gone to stalemate or has gone down the tubes. She is trying to bring back the balance on a financial level. Again, love may become fruitful, but because the Five of Cups follows here, it seems that everything that she invested in love is lost. She feels that loss, and that is probably where this nervousness is coming from. Now you're thinking, where am I going to go? How am I going to go? The divorce for some it's going to bring in either the leadership, or it's going to show up an ego for some. Again, this nervousness is not stopping. It seems to be building up. We have a commitment to heal. We have a betrayal. We have a strategy for a commitment. We want to betray a commitment, or somebody wants to betray a commitment, or somebody has betrayed the commitment and they want to heal. They're looking for the forgiveness for betraying that commitment, or the offer. They're wanting to tell the truth, and this is where, again, that reciprocity, not getting your fair share, wanting to have the clarity and get the reciprocity is what somebody wants to come to you with. And maybe that is what I'm picking up here as the nervousness, because it is a question of approaching you with a strategy for forgiveness. You see? And then, of course, the conversation in itself is probably what is nervous. It's just strange. It's just a big ball of anxiety that I'm feeling all of a sudden. And I have no reason to be, because I just came off of doing another reading that was quite lengthy. It was quite lengthy, and I was fine through it. As soon as I said Sagittarius, everything shifted. Okay, so it's all about relationships because the elementals have shown that. And I know some have been based on business as well, but here we have that business connection, starting anew, looking for a new idea, wanting to take on something new because love didn't work out, so I'll go into business. I'll focus on work. That is what some of us are really doing this month here, no matter what sign you fall under. But Sagittarius, you are in that line. We'll start off quickly here. What is this Hangman representing? Oh boy, deck cracked open. We have the King of Swords and we have the Nine of Pentacles. I can't take all the cards, but we'll focus on the overall being the 9, and it's shifted again to having the courage. So let's see what we have here. We have the King of Swords, truth, that discernment. Sagittarius, you seem to be fighting back and you're on your defense. This is where this ball of anxiety is coming from. There's work to be done. You're wanting to go into business, or you're wanting to do the work. There's honesty involved here, and that honesty takes on work for a commitment. So somebody is working at making this commitment happen, but then there's something that's not satisfactory, you see. And there it is with the moon. You see this moon showing up here is, again, it's unknown, it's a surprise, it's secret, it's boredom, it's change, it's something has to give here. Again with the 5 of Pentacles, not feeling worthy, but the working on building up a commitment, building up to being committed. But then there is this I don't want, feeling that you're not worthy enough. And this is where the anxiety must be coming from, because you're not feeling that you're worthy enough to have this commitment because of what took place, what it is that took place. Somebody got bored, somebody got fed up, somebody is like, I've had enough of this, I want something different. This seems to be the chant. Again, it's all relating, huh? These elemental readings coming into the signs. It's not going to be that much different. It's just going to be a little more secular as to who is who and saying what. But this is Sagittarius here. You're dealing with somebody who may be an air sign, okay? Or you're just looking for your truth. You're standing in it. You're determined that your effort, your work, okay, you're putting that energy into work. You may have a working commitment, a business commitment that you're nervous about, that you want to set off into a new direction, but it is, when I say a new direction, it is unknown. You're not sure where it's going to go. You're not sure if this commitment is worthy of you, or you are not worthy for the commitment by another person. There's uncertainty here, and I think that is what is creating this anxiety. But you see, you have the 9 here. The deck opened up to say, no, this 9 of Pentacles, you have done the work. Here we have the work is being done, and here we have the work has been done. So effort has been put in. It's a question of who wants to be with whom. And if it is that you, Sagittarius, are not feeling worthy, you're thinking of you're going to end up alone, and that is probably what's making you unhappy. That nervousness, again, the courage to heal, that courage is not trusting. You see, it's all scattered here. All right, we won't go too far, but the fact that the 9 cracked open, and we still have Pentacles, we have 9, we have 10, 11, here another 5, we have 1 here. So this is work related too for some. If you're not focusing on your personal commitments, you're focusing on your working commitments. And some of us are nervous about that, because work is probably changing on you, or you're bored with where you work, you want to change that, or what you're doing for work. You're very committed, but something is unknown. You're not sure if it is worthy. Something is worthy, or someone is worthy, or not worthy. You're not. This moon is a little offbeat here. Let me see. Again, we have to remember the Nine of Pentacles showed up, and that is something about being independent, wanting to go off on your own, because you're not feeling like you belong. You're not been feeling like you belong, and you're just not sure where you want to go. It's up in the air. It's up in the air. And that's where the nervousness comes in, and you're being honest. The first card is the King of Swords, and he's honest. He's all about the truth and doing things in the order of. Could be a judgment that you're waiting on, that you're feeling like it's taken long to come. You've changed. Something has changed, and now the judgment for work, maybe a working lawsuit. Something is happening with work. There is a commitment. There is a commitment to work, and you want to work, but then it's not what you really want. You see, it's like you're not sure if you want to stay, if you want to go. You're not sure what is to come, and you're hoping and you're holding out for Spirit, because this is higher corner. Spirit has put us in a stalemate, and Spirit is keeping some information away from us. All right, even I can't see into that far, so we'll just move along. We'll see how this insecurity, because that's what this is. The moon is unsure. This Five of Pentacles is unsure. The Nine of Pentacles is, I want my independence. I've earned my independence. I want to move on to my own thing. So we're kind of on the fence here as to what to do. But the Wheel of Fortune is here to say, no, you're going the right way. You've done what you're supposed to do. You're going to get a new start. Let's see what this... the Empress, what's she representing here? Okay, cards are just breaking open today with this deck. We have the Three of Swords, because this was a disappointment. There was a disappointment, and that is where the transparency is coming in. We have the Healing card. We have the Hermit. We have the healing. We have healing a relationship, healing a marriage for some. This is where the divorcee is coming in. She is holding out. This is probably where the nervousness is. Not knowing what is going to become of whatever monies have been accumulated through this judgment with the divorce. That is probably what's creating all that anxiety. But you can't worry. You can't worry about money. Money doesn't have any feelings. So don't put your worries into money. Money just happens. As long as you are active and you, again, nervousness. See, for marriage, for healing, some form of healing is not, it's not going smoothly. Because you want to heal, you want to be transparent. You want to have a relationship, whether it is with another person or a higher level of understanding about healing. Some of us want to get into healing a little more deeply. But then there is anxiety for disappointments that have taken place with people that we work with. So it's coming back to the work. But there is nervousness. There is a lot of, because I'm feeling it. I'm doing the reading and it's still there. It's very intense. But this too, okay, this too will be healed. And you will have your satisfaction. Sagittarius, you will move on. You will make choices. You will get what is your just desserts, in other words. The Wheel of Fortune is saying that clearly here. And you know what? Give yourself a little time. Take a little break. Take a little break from being anxious. I know it's not easy. It's easy to say that, but what do? Well, you have to distract yourself. This is the holidays. Maybe that's part of it too. You're worried about money for the holidays. You're worried about your job for the holidays. Forget about the holidays. It's just winter now, okay? Think of things that you can do for yourself that don't take on a lot of cost. If it is that money is really a worry, put it down for a little bit, even if it's 5 minutes. You have to take a little time to go within, because the answers are within you. You have the wisdom, you have the knowledge. You're graduating, whether it is in school, where you're doing your exams and you're nervous like hell. It's not going to help you. It's just going to make you more nervous. You know what you know. And if you know it, the exam is just a medium to let you express what you know. And if you don't know it, it just means you have to go back and do it again. Some of us may not want to. Some of us may be creating that anxiety as, this is my last try. I can't win. If I can't win, I can't get. No. Life will take you in a different direction regardless if you fail or pass your exams. Okay? Life will take you in a whole other direction if you lose your job, if you get fired, if the company goes belly up, if you, for whatever reason, you are out of work. You will be able to get another job if you are looking for one. It will come. I remember saying that. I don't know which reading I was talking about, but work will come for those of us who are seeking work. For your exams, well, it is a question of just relaxing and expressing what you know. And how well you do that, it will be determined at the end when you get your grades. Okay, I'm starting to feel the anxiety appeasing a little bit here. Just a little bit. But whatever you've done in the past, and now I'm skipping over the disappointments, because we're nervous about being disappointed, or we're nervous about disappointing. You can't speak for other people. You can't think for other people. So just be true to yourself. Be transparent. All right? Be transparent. Be honest. Speak your truth. It's right here. First card. You're feeling like if you do that, you're not going to win. It doesn't matter. As long as you speak your truth and show who you truly are, you will get your satisfaction, because Spirit is going to come down and say, you know what, you did your best, you tried your hardest, I'm going to help you. And the healing here comes in with the healing here. And this is where your satisfaction will come. You will get what you need. You will get what you're supposed to get. Okay, starting to feel a little better about that first line. But there's a new beginning, and you want it, and you will have it. And the Wheel of Fortune will bring it to you. And in doing that, when the Wheel of Fortune comes and brings you your brings you your what you need, what your just desserts are supposed to be, the transparency will be the result. And having what you need, having all that you want, not just what you need, but what you want, is going to come, because there is a healing process that's happening here. Because of disappointments that you've been through, you've suffered, you've gone through the ringer. Now it's time to come out. And that is what's going to happen toward the end of the month. It's going to come into place. Everything that you need, that new beginning, is a part of this outcome here. So let's do this. Some positive news going down this way. What is this? Seven of Cups. So a friendly Seven of Cups. Again, somebody is either leaving or coming back, or there is a question of, I don't want to be with you anymore because of. And this is again where the nervousness could be coming from. If it's not for school or for work, it is for a relationship, okay? And here we have the focus. Focus on finalizing, ending up a chapter, getting the just desserts. Having it out, having that conversation and getting that victory. So we want to bring in that new beginning. And Sagittarius, if you're nervous about asking your partner to marry you, which is what I feel is part of it, because you have to be careful that you're not just offering a deeper sense of relationship because you're afraid they're going to walk away from you. That's the surest way to get them to leave. Is to be on a fragile foundation and then offer marriage. It's not going to go well. But it is a question of coming back, coming around again, because that's what you want. You want to have that comeback. And that's what you're working on. That's where the honesty is. This is what we want. You see, we're being patient. Patient here to bring in, to come back, to bring them back to you, or for them to take you back, because that could be where the nervousness is coming from, where you're afraid that they won't take you back. But the focus is on work, so that you have to work on your self-esteem. You have to work on what your portion was concerning the breakup of this relationship, that you now want them to take you back, or vice versa, whichever way fits you. The chapter is coming to an end where things have to play themselves out. But it is not the end, because you have a victory. You have a victory here with conversation that you're going to have. So it is a question of saying the right things in the right moment, and being honest, being free. Make sure you put that freedom in there and allow them to leave if that is what they want. You can't be forcing people or manipulating people to stay with you and then expect happiness to follow. It's just not the way it works. But then again, somebody wants to be, and somebody will not stop. They're going to come forward, they're going to speak out, and that is probably where the nervousness is, getting that oomph to speak out. All right, let's see what's this Ace of Pentacles representing. Is I want to bring in the good news here. There's your Nine of Pentacles. Come back with the courage to heal. You see? And start over. Courage to heal and have that trust for a new beginning. There's that going within and struggling and fighting with the next person, because that's definitely what's happening. If you're nervous, it's because you have to have it out. And you will have it out. Again, it's all about that sense of abundance. You've been battling, and you have that enthusiasm, very fiery enthusiasm. You want it, and then you have to make a choice. You see, justice is coming in. All right, we won't take too many cards on that. Let's just take another look here. So this Ace of Pentacles, this potential, is 9 plus the 1 here make the 10. So you want, and you will be victorious. You're probably getting that news. That's the news coming in for you, probably. This is why it's hidden, because I can't see what the moon is trying to say here. All I know is that this is something that has been going on for some time, and it is to do with a commitment, and it's probably work related, or it is not just work related, but it is about being committed to what you do, because it's the work involved here with that commitment. Again, take it as it resonates. If you know you're nervous about your job, or you're trying to come back with a relationship, or you're trying to get back into a relationship, fine. But certain things are not being shown here, simply because Spirit has to do something with it, because it's the moon. Again, we have the justice here. We have the Lovers. So it's divinely guided. It's divinely guided. Then we have the Empress. This Empress, she again is about abundance, about being open and honest, and having and sharing, and being provided for, and providing for others. And this Five of Wands, the battling, it's like fighting with your own. Should I do this? Shouldn't I? Maybe I could. I don't think. Maybe. That kind of on the fence, you're not sure which way to go. That is what needs to be healed. See, again, there's a lot of healing going on, and it is a question of trust. You didn't trust, and you're feeling like you're being betrayed over and over, because certain things are happening simultaneously, and this is where that anxiety is coming in. And you're thinking that you're better off being alone. You don't want to get into a relationship because of that distrust. You see, here it is. That courage here is to heal. And you'll feel it. You're going to feel a shift. It's coming. It's coming through the ether. It is intuition that will lead you out of the darkness of that moon. Spirit has your back. Justice is following you. You're going to have what it is that you feel that was taken from you. You're going to get it back. And the possibility of having it again, if it was taken from you, is coming back. Because that's justice being served. Okay? For love. There's justice in love. You have the enthusiasm to work on what it is you want, especially when it comes down to your own self-esteem. You're focusing on that. You're given the courage, and if it is not you, it is somebody else who is focusing on that to make sure to step up and come back. Again, the focus. There's a focus here on ending a chapter. A focus here on working, because we have the 8 plus the 1 is the 9. So they're working on it, okay? If it is not you that is trying to come back, then it is somebody else, then they are working on it. And you have to trust in that process. And that is where your the justice will come in. Again, I can feel the nervousness coming back around because you're worried about something. And worrying isn't going to help. It's not going to help. Let's see what this Emperor represents. The King of Cups. So it was an ego trip. It was an ego. That taking responsibility. Because this King of Cups is courageous enough to step forward. Coming in with the truth, coming in with the passion. This is where we are here. Wanting to have that victory, wanting the attention, wanting your attention, wanting to come back to you, Sagittarius. Question is, will you take them back? Let's see, we have the end of a chapter here. For second chance, this Emperor is taming his ego, coming in very passionately for a second chance to his Queen. Coming in with a lot of truth. Again, that King of Swords. This is where the nervousness must be coming from. You're wondering if you should take them back. You're not sure if you should trust. Sagittarius, Spirit will guide you. Follow your intuition. As long as you have that transparency in your relationships, you are being honest. Look, the first card was an Ace of Swords. There, you are in stalemate, or you put somebody in stalemate. Either way, the truth is going to set all of that free. And the anxiety will disappear. Because the truth, again, more truth coming. Wanting a second chance. Making that presence known that I will not have anybody. I want you. Something like that is coming. It's going to rile you up. That's for sure. Because they come in with integrity. Let's see, what is this 3 of Cups? Sorry, the 3 of Wands representing. The offer. In having that patience. Again. That stalemate is there for a reason. Will give the time that the partnership needs, whether it is business or pleasure, okay, whether it's a personal commitment or a working commitment. The time is required. Wheel of Fortune is saying that the timing has to be just right. And then the change will come and the tower will come down and all the truth will be revealed. I don't like to end it on these cards, but you see, this is where the devil, because we have the ten of swords showing up here, is just saying that all the truth is just going to come tumbling out. The tower coming down, betrayals and all is coming out. The devil has put a stop on these betrayals. No more. And I think that is probably where your nervousness is showing up. that you feel more will come. They'll betray you once, they'll betray you twice, and you'll just live with betrayal upon betrayal with whomever. No, that's not happening. You see that you are being protected. The Wheel of Fortune, the stalemate card, I call it, the hangman, all of that, justice being served. Okay? You've been hurt. It shows. I could see here. It's a lot going on here. And it is a question of trusting now and saying, okay, we'll talk and talk it out and make up, and Christmas, holidays, New Year, let's do something together. I could see where all of that is piling up. But you know what? It's going to go. It's going to move on. It's going to change. And you wanting, if you want, you see, all of this comes into the Three of Wands. And the Three of Wands is you moving on. You deciding what you want to do. You having the knowledge. You having the drive. You having the passion to take on a new direction. That's what this is. How it comes to this card is because of all these cards. There is an offer that will change your life. Bring down the tower on all the betrayals and lethargy, and distancing yourself from manipulation is what this is going to do. Okay? Because some people misinterpret it. Sagittarius, I'm so sorry that my camera just cut off when I was actually explaining that this is the result of you distancing yourself from the manipulation, bringing down the tower, changing your life, having an offer come to you that will change your life, because this is the outcome. Okay, I do apologize. I will take it back from there because I don't want to redo a reading. I can't redo. It will be another reading. And because it was really at the end, because I was saying that this is what all of that nervousness that you have going on and anxiety, it's coming from all here. The betrayals that you've gone through, thinking that you'll be betrayed again and again, and you don't want that. No, that is what this is about, where you will go on and do something different and change your life and have what it is that you really want and need. It's coming to you. Remember, you have a new beginning. Ace of Wands, the Seven of Wands, going into you, or standing in your integrity, and whatever is coming back to you is because of integrity. They want to have the truth with you. Your king is going to be passionate to come back and have a second chance with his queen. This is you. If you are female, you are the king of the King of Wands. If you are a male, Sagittarius, it's a fire sign. If we want to look at the cards. But you see, the determination to tell the truth is what this means. Having a second chance with his queen is just literal words that are coming from these cards to me. From a passionate king, if that is what you want. If it is you want to have that relationship personally. Now, I did go into shuffling the Oracle deck, and this card flew out, the Fates, because of the nervousness that I was sensing. This card, while I was shuffling it, I didn't even really get to shuffle, and this card flew out. Then when I did the shuffle, this is the Fates that came out first. Then we got, when I did shuffle and turn, we got Truth Be Told, and at the bottom of the deck we have Breathe. So I'll just take it back from there, because I don't want to scrap this reading to do another one. When it's really just the end here. So we're at the 14, and then before there we were at the 13. And the 13, just read what it means. It's a fork in the road. Time to make a decision, considering the consequences as you prepare to act, owning up to your obligation to make a necessary choice. And that is where I'm thinking your nervousness is coming from some of you, where you know you have to cut ties, or you know you have to move on, and you have that sense of anxiety because you're comfy in that misery that you were so accustomed to that now you're fed up with for some. And others, well, you know where you are. So let's see what the 14 says. Truth be told, somebody is coming back or you are going forward to tell the truth. And here we have honesty, accepting things at face value, coming out of denial, the willingness to be transparent, the clarity of communication, being clear and concise and standing in your integrity will bring in the balance. And if it is not you that's going to do it, then someone else will, so that you can come into a new beginning and have that fresh start, whether it's with you or someone else. And you will be in your integrity if it is with someone else, both of you, if it is a coupling, if it is, because I sense that nervousness more into a relationship. It could also be for business, but you decide if it is for business or if it is for personal. So for that, I will read the relationship message. People tell you who they are very quickly if you're willing to listen to what they say and pay attention to how they behave. This card calls you to engage in heartfelt, open conversation. It's time to see the truth about what you share with each other and tell the truth about who you are and what you need. No one can do that for you. Remember that your truth is always based on your personality and experience up to now. A higher truth will be found after you communicate honestly and see how doing so has helped you become more attuned to yourself. Don't hold back. Speak your truth and listen. So then I'd say, okay, well, I'm redoing it. So I did do the fates right after, because this is like the hand of God or spirit just coming out and saying, hey, everything's going to be okay. Don't worry. And that is 17. Again, it's the star. So you're focused. You're focused on your destiny, and your destiny is here. Okay, coming to you. It's coming to you. Let's see. Fates. Coming in divine timing. So the fates, we have fate for one, karma, acceptance that there are things you cannot change, and knowing that those things, and knowing what those things are. So in the types of relationships that you've been through, the suffering that you've experienced, and now you're questioning, well, every time I get into a relationship, it goes awry. Well, this is the oracle message for that, okay? This is what Spirit is thrown out into from the ether, just flew out of the deck. The Serenity Prayer sums up the meaning of this card. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. There are things in life you will never have control over. The conditions brought on by the evolution of the collective, by nature, and by your past experiences may be fated, preordained by Spirit for a greater purpose you cannot understand in this lifetime. It may not be in your cards to understand why certain events occurred, but you can accept the mystery and work with what those events and your current circumstances have to teach you. This is the wisdom contained in the Serenity Prayer. You see, again, that nervousness is not for nothing. Spirit is trying to get you to move and do. And that is where I was saying that you need to move and do and work it off. Take a walk. Put your mind on something else. When you're feeling that nervous tension, you have to distract yourself, because feeling and keeping yourself in a nervous state, it just makes you sick on all levels. So this is when we go to the breathe. And when I read that, I'll read it again, the 29th. It just made it clear what I just said. You see, the 29, to breathe. Take a breath. You'll feel a lot better after. 29. Here we go. 29. Your time is here, Sagittarius. Even if you don't think it is. Patience. Waiting, going slowly, wellness, meditation, trust, all the things that you're fighting against here, or you feel like you have to fight against. You know, be patient is where this card comes in. Be patient. Meditate, you know, sit and be in transparency. Think of the things that you want to do, where you want to go. Pay attention to you for a little bit, you know. So I think I did the protection on that. So the protection message, because of the anxiety, is why I did that. Inertia, laziness, and apathy are signs not of slowing down, but of decay and lifelessness. Wake up and do something to shake this off. Go outside for some air. Walk in nature will remind you that all of life is ensouled and magical. Get some exercise. Move out of your head and into your body. And breathe in deeply. Each breath is precious. And with that, I thank you for showing up, for your likes, your subscribes, and your shares. Until our next read, Sagittarius, love and light.